later on, by all means. With the help from these sponsors, we will be surpassing $250,000 in scholarship money over the last 25 years. There will be at least $25,000 given out this weekend. It's going to really be an exclusive event for sure. We have PB3 tournament merchandise and the raffles are available inside of Reveries. Those will be drawn today at 4:30. Please make sure that you go in there and graciously try to get tickets to purchase those raffle items. Once again, all that money goes back into the tournament. We will be raffling off a brand new Brunswick Brandley bowling ball as well as 50-50. Don will be coming around selling those chances, and all of that also goes back into the field. Your format. Bowlers, you will be bowling 5 games of competition today. You will skip 2 pairs after each game. 1 out of 4 bowlers from each division will advance to the finals with a maximum of 16 bowlers starting Sunday morning in any one of the divisions. You can find all of the results and standings on ParkerBohn3.com. Please follow your score sheets for your lane assignments. If you need a score correction, please see myself or one of the other tournament officials as we can take care of that for you. At this time, I would like to recognize a few of the important athletes on this squad. If you can, please go out to the foul line when your name is called. Our defending U18 girls champion, Lena Kratzer. The 2024 U15 boys junior gold champion and U15 developmental junior Team USA, Elliot Gordon. The U15 developmental junior Team USA, Anna Anthony. And a junior Team USA member, Nick Trentler. All of you bowlers certainly want to strive hard to be the best you can be. That's some examples of what you can get to by hard work and dedication. Thank you very much, players. Now, if you can, the moment we're waiting for, please hit the red key on your console. We will turn your lanes on, you will get 10 minutes of practice, and then we will start things from there.
All right, so with the announcements completed from Parker Bohn III, we are underway with practice. The players will receive 10 minutes of practice on their starting pair. And then we will be underway. We'll give you a full field rundown of who's on this squad once we get into tournament competition. We'll also give you a rundown of some of the top players in the field through the first 3 rounds of qualifying. This is the 4th of 5 rounds. The final round of qualifying will be taking place this afternoon. Scheduled start time 4 p.m. Once again, we're going to be cutting it close. Depends on how this field paces on the 12:30 squad. And how long the reconditioning of the lanes will take as every squad receives a fresh application of this 43-foot PB3 tournament pattern. About 29 milliliters in the pattern, 4-1 if you go full outside to in, but where most of these players are going to be playing on the lane with a 43-foot pattern. You're going to see a lot of players around the track area, 9, 10, 11 board, that type of thing. From that part of the lane to the middle of the lane, the oil ratio pattern only 1.67 to 1. So quality shots are going to need to be made. If you can float it up the outside and do your best Nathan Bohr impersonation. If you watch that at the PBA Tour Trials on a long pattern where he played directly up the outside of the lane, you never know what could happen. But a lot of players we've seen have been track area or deeper as the squad progresses. About 3.5 minutes of practice remaining. After qualifying is complete today, it looks like the field that will be advancing to match play tomorrow in that double elimination match play bracket. We're going to have 4 bowlers from the U12 mixed, 4 bowlers in the U15 girls, 8 bowlers in the U15 boys. $12 bowlers in the U18 girls, and a full 16 bowler match play bracket in the U18 boys.
Okay, bowlers, please hold up on practice. Please recycle your machines back to their first ball setting. We will have the exact numbers as to how many bowlers in each division will advance for tomorrow. We will have that later on this afternoon once the final squad gets on the floor. If you happen to leave, please make sure that you check the scores to make sure, because if there's a bowler in there twice, that means this number will continue to drop down until we have a different name in that spot or the final spot to make the final for tomorrow. I'm going to speak specifically on the U18 boys division, even though only 16 bowlers will be back for tomorrow. There will be more than 16 casters on that side of the board. That being said, everyone, your lanes are set up. We have 10 pins on the deck. Ladies and gentlemen, please have a great send-off. Let's have a nice send-off for this last qualifying squad. And one more thing before we do that, please, no outside food, as we need to patronize the bowling center and the snack bar down there. But how about a nice send-off for our last squad of athletes, everyone?
Oh, there we go, Parker.
Good luck.
Yeah. Stopped in at Lucky Strike Cafe during the break. Got myself a nice California burger and some fries. So good food here at Howell Lanes. I'll vouch for that. So thanks once again to Lucky Strike Cafe opening early this morning. Help get things underway. We're underway here. That's our first shot of the squad by Madison Lewis. These young ladies on 7 and 8. All in the U18 girls. Caitlin Zenz is your bowler B, Jolie Penny your bowler C, and Ava Mazzella your bowler D. Cutting the under 18 girls right now. If they took 12, it would be minus 95. That's obviously going to go up. If they're taking 12 girls, 3/5 of the way through, you can't really divide 12 by. But let's just go 7th place right now is minus 49. Actually, let's take that out of the equation. As Abigail Starkey has multiple attempts, so does Krishna Desai. So 6th place right now. Let's go at halfway. Brooke Andreessen at minus 80 in the U18 girls. But I would think a young lady walking out of the U18 squad today with a score of minus 40 or better, averaging just above 190 for their 5 games of qualifying. I think we would definitely see them back tomorrow for the top 12 in match play for the U18 girls. Sticky next door, 9 through 12. On 9 and 10. On 9, you've got Audrey Harding and Amanda Morris, your A and C respectively. On 10, your scoreboard letters for Kiana McCaplinack. That's your bowler B. Lena Kretzer, your defending champion in the U18 girls, is your bowler D on 9 and 10. On 11 and 12, Dakota Collins is your bowler A. Caitlin Zhang, your bowler B. Brooke Andreessen taking another shot at it, your bowler C. And Camille Forrester, your bowler D on 11 and 12. let's take you over to lanes 13 through 16. 13 and 14. Paige Brooks in the U18 girls is your bowler A. And then we got a bunch of U18 boys the rest of the way on these pairs. Anthony Bacino, your bowler B. Sean Buck, your bowler C. Colin Zenz, your bowler D on 13 and 14. On 15 and 16, Jake Lau, your bowler A. Will Jacobs, your bowler B. Tommy Rawa, your bowler C. And Talon Bernay, your bowler D. I believe it's supposed to be Taylor Bernay. I stand corrected. It is Taylor. I swear I saw Taylor on the roster earlier in the event. Maybe it was a correction. Surprised that Bernier's bowling again, as last squad he put up a plus 164 total. Second overall. Only Maxwell Benware higher at plus 173. We're taking 16 boys to the match play bracket tomorrow. Right now you're probably looking at 9th, 10th place after last round to see where the potential cut might be. And I'll tell you what, my prediction overall, where I thought it was going to be about 40 over, yeah, that's out of the water. It's going to probably be double that. Right now, ninth on the squad, or 9th overall in U18 boys is Kai Struthers at plus 80. So that's actually a bit of a sweat right now. We'll see how that goes with 2 squads remaining, but Kai Struthers, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a sweat, no doubt. Let's take you over 17 through 20. On 17 and 18, all U18 entrants for the boys' side. Ian Hohenscheid, your bowler A. Maxwell Benware. Well, Benware, he's your leader. I'm surprised he didn't take the refund, but I guess you want the experience, get the experience. Benware, your bowler B. Kevin Krummer's your bowler C. Raymond Seart, your bowler D on 17 and 18. On 19 and 20, you have Deion Hunter, your bowler A, Nick Trentler, your bowler B, and Isaac Dumas, your bowler D, all in the U18 boys. Amber Mason's your bowler C on 19 and 20. Amber in the U18 girls division.
trying, okay?
So once again, if you're looking for all the standings, I know we've touched base on top spots in the U18 boys, U18 girls. ParkerBohn3.com. It is the number 3. So ParkerBohn3.com. Updated standings after every game, all the way through the event. Let's take you over in lanes 21 to 24. And once again, the Strike Central feed, we just kind of concentrate on the hot hands, give you updates. Sometimes we get a Bohn family member to come on in and have a little chat with us. But this is really just the place to split off. We know most of you are following your favorite players. They go pair to pair. That's what we're here for in the early rounds. And then the Strike Central feed tomorrow during the match play portion of the tournament. Strike Central will not exist. However, we'll take all the equipment we use to produce Strike Central, and that'll go into the Rev Rates VIP entertainment portion here at Howell Lanes. And we'll bring you all 5 divisions championship matches as they roll tomorrow. 21-22. Got Elliot Gordon, your bowler A. Sebastian Bernet, your bowler B. Sean McNally, your bowler C. Evan Hatzman, your bowler D. That's on 21-22. 23-24. Gavin Murray, your bowler A. Cephas Beatty, the third, who had a 300 game in game 2 of the 9 a.m. squad this morning. Cephas, your bowler B. Matthew Sundberg, your bowler C. Michael Matcherworth, your bowler D. Once again, all bowlers on this set, this game, in your U18 boys division. Take you over to 25-28. And 25, your scoreboard with A and C with Peyton Nelson, Michael Martin Jr., U18 boys. The other twosome on that pair, Miles Gordon and Clayton Tyndall, your U15 boys. U15 boys right now. Michael Fogarty Jr., your leader at +7, a 1,007 total for his 5 games qualifying. Tyndall currently in second overall, so he's trying to improve his score. I don't think he's in too much fear of falling out with that minus 16. I mean, right now, you get to the halfway number, he's going to be taking 8. Fourth is Eddie Margarucci at minus 35, so I don't think it would go up too much higher. Over on 27-28, Madison Lesher, your bowler A, Anna Anthony, your bowler B, and Ellie Wanger, your bowler D, all in the U15 girls. Ellie Kate Murray, your bowler C on 27. She's in the U12 mixed. For the U15 girls, right now 4th place is Madison Lesher. So Lesher trying to improve her score, as Lesher's sitting at a 852 total, about a 170 average. And U12 mixed looking at advancing 4. So 2nd place right now is a 151 average for Christian Forey. So Ellie Kate Murray taking her first crack at the U12 mixed division today. Get you a quick peek over to our final pairings, 29 and 32. 31-32 almost complete. All U15 boys, Ryan Haberkern, your bowler A, CJ Kumbergi, who's already in at a number. He's trying to improve his score. Your bowler B, Mason Dumas, your bowler C, Jack Cabral, your bowler D, that's on 31-32. Over on 29-30, Isabella Dixon, who's currently leading the U15 girls with a 939 total. Dixon, your bowler A, Damian Winnings, who's in the U15 boys division, your bowler B, Addison Quattrini in the U15 girls, your bowler C, and Matthew Wenger, your bowler D. As with the re-entry rule for the PB3. Some players decide to make the investment and bowl 2, 3, even 4 times, trying to post the highest score they can for their 5 games of qualifying. Game 1 wrapping up. That means player movement. Players are going to skip. A pair of lanes land on the second all throughout their squad, so a pretty constant movement. They're going to cover the house. And one more qualifying squad remaining today. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern time here at Howell Lanes, as we are celebrating the 25th anniversary Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament here at Howell Lanes in Howell, New Jersey. Thanks for joining us today. I'm $2 Phil Brylo, taking you all the way through the weekend till we crown our 5 champions tomorrow. Once again, for your score updates after each game, ParkerBohn3.com. That is Parker, B-O-H-N, then the number 3, ParkerBohn3.com. All right. Game 2 underway. Once again, players moving 2 pairs to the right every game. Obviously, so the players that were on 29 and 30 moved down to 7 and 8. Players that were on 31 and 32 now on 9 and 10, if my math's right. Of course, my math's probably not right. Nope, they skipped 2 pairs to land on a third, so as I'm looking at the young players, my booth's behind 7 and 8, so looking at the players that just moved down here, they were on 27 and 28 beforehand. So once again, my math's off. Apologies. Not the math and bowling or anything. You have to figure out how many boards you have to move by adding or subtracting numbers. Figure out your score by adding numbers. Depending if it's 1 frame, 2 frames you're adding together, maybe even 3 frames if you got a double up on the board. So we'll stay on 31 and 32 here for a few minutes, and we'll work our way around the center. We follow the hot hands here in Strike Central. Keep peeking around, see if anybody gets a big string of strikes. So we've got Murray, Beatty, Sundberg, and Macheworth, your A, B, C, D respectively on 29 and 30, 31, 32. Nelson, Gordon, Martins, and Tyndall, your A, B, C, D respectively. Let's go down to 7 and 8. Ellie Kate Murray, she's your bowler C. She's in the U12 mixed. Other three participants on this pair, all in the U15 girls, with Madison Lesher, your A, Anna Anthony, your B, and Ella Wanger, your, pardon me, Wagner, misspelled on the roster sheet. Ella Wagner. Your bowler D. All right, let's look at the form of one Ellie Kate Murray. Two-handed player mixes them up nicely and put 2 marks on the board. Spare strike. Some impressive young ladies starting off with two-handed style on their game. We haven't seen too many of them until the last couple of years. Obviously, some of the first looks we had with men were Palermo and Belmonte, two most notable. Obviously, Asku, 2011 PBA World Champion, first major winner with that two-handed style. And now on the ladies' side of the equation, we're seeing more and more young ladies use the two-handed style. Best quote ever, though, was from Kelly Kulick when we were at a Bowl for Life event in North Carolina right before the pandemic, where she goes, "You know, you don't see more women bowling with two hands." She goes, "You ever seen somebody bowl two-handed with a pair of C-cups?" She's not wrong. So the women that you are seeing, I don't want to say swimmer body types, but there are some possible challenges to young ladies bowling two-handed, especially as they grow older and stronger. But I think you're definitely going to see more and more young ladies start and stay with the two-handed style. So we'll stick around here for another couple of shots from these young ladies. And we'll jump around. Looks like we got a couple of strike strings going out and about. Once again, they get Anna Anthony, another young two-handed. Let's get over to 21, probably 25 to 28. Player on a four-bagger. So in 25 and 6, you got Amber Mason, your bowler C, Deanne Hunter, your bowler A. Mason, U18 girl, Hunter, U18 boy, and then the two bowlers on scoring now in lane 26. Nick Trentler is the man with the four-bagger on the board. Azek Dumas, your bowler D, spare double next door. All U18 boys with Gordon, your A, Sebastian Bernet, your B, Sean McNally, your C, Evan Hatzman, your D. On this grouping, Trentler high game in game one with 247. Only game I see higher in the U18 boys, actually two of them. Ian Honshai, 265. Raymond Sear, 258. We're going to bounce back and forth a little bit here because we've got We broke up the ring of Gavins we had in the 9 a.m. squad. There were 3 of them on one pair. But we've got Gavin Murray stepping up. There he goes. And, yeah, commentator curse. Lights out. Front 6. I'm blaming it all on his mom. No. She's got Ellie Mae in front of us, and then she's got all the way on the high end, she's got her son Gavin. So tried to help her out there, and apparently I jinxed it. So still get the spare. There you go. Keep the score sheet clean, get 270 on the board, strike out. You know, right now it's just about getting the pinfall that gets you there. Don't get me wrong, 300's 300. It's always good to shoot that, especially in a prestigious event such as this. As we got a 6-bagger on the board now for Trentler. But just for the 18 and over or 18 and under boys, it's just a matter of getting that top 16. Pinfall drops tomorrow. It's just straight head-to-head 2-game total pin matches in a double elimination format. So as much as you want to be upset momentarily about missing out on a chance for perfection, just keep piling on the pins, make sure you get in. Tom Russo. You talk about a man that knows how to sell those raffle tickets. That is a lot of money. Tom's collecting it all. Once again, every single penny of those proceeds going right to this year's scholarship funds. So they'll have the full prize list available for the young players when they walk in the door tomorrow. They'll know how much scholarship money to the penny is going to be up for grabs. So Nick Trentler going to be stepping up, looking for the sensational 7th in a row to start this game. And then we got another front bunch right next door. We'll keep an eye on here in a moment. There you go, wrap the 10 down. Let's go next door, 23 and 24. As here's a surprise. Max Benoit starting with a front bunch. Yesterday he started in the morning round. Front 7, front 8 for 2 consecutive games. Putting up a 260 and 250 in the process. Now you're going to see Benoit stepping up. Wow, that's something you don't see very often. The 5-pin started going over, and the head pin stood it back up. So instead of Raymond Sears shooting at maybe a 7-pin, or having that 5 take out the 7, that 5-pin's going to need to be respotted. Benoit, front 8. So a couple players pursuing perfection at the moment. And we'll do a little bouncing back and forth as those are the only 2 players with Ben Ware on 23 and 24. And then next door, since we got to wait for that pin to be respotted, Trentler on 25 and 26. So we'll keep an eye on Ben Ware when he steps back up on 23 and 4. We'll go over there. But right now, we'll stick with Trentler. Looking for the exciting 8th in a row. That might need a little help to hold. Oh, the wrap 10 with a messenger. That's another one you don't see very often. But the messenger doesn't do the job. And Trentler, just get yourself composed, kid. Get that spare on the board. There you go. Keep that 279 alive. As Ben Ware already with the 8th strike in a row. So he'll be stepping up. Looking to exceed his best strike string of the weekend so far. Looking for the front 9. Here in the yellow and black jersey, you see Gavin Cremens. Cremens last night during the handicap trio sweeper, we put a lot of pressure on him. We put him right front and center on camera. And he had about 40 people hollering and screaming behind him to shoot at a 5-pin. And unfortunately, yep, Gavin, I'm going to tell the world again, you missed a 5-pin last night. I don't think Gavin's ever going to miss another 5-pin in his career after that. But it was so much fun during that trio sweeper last night. Watching family and friends from all different age groups and abilities take to the lanes together, bowl some Baker trios. A good time was had by all. And a little bit of scholarship money given away in that sweeper as well. But the most important part about that, once again, was just the fun everyone could have. So here's Maxwell Ben Ware looking for the nifty 9th. There you go. You see Got the urethane in hand, playing it very direct. Yep. Because that was that bad. Yikes. He let that one go. Yeah. I think he gave it a little extra in the Revolution department more than anything. Wasn't target line off. At least to my eye, from 15 lanes away as I watch in the monitor. So no more runs at perfection. Let's see what Benware can do here to try to pick up the 4.9. That's going to need some help. No bounce. No luck. So got some young players finishing up on the high end. Got some young players finishing up on the low end. Which means we're almost finished with game 2. Player movement, once again, they're going to be skipping a couple pairs to the right. And game 3 will be coming up next from Howell Lanes in Howell, New Jersey. This is the 25th anniversary event. Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament, $2 Phil Brylow. Taking you through the weekend, we're crowning 5 champions with big scholarship checks and good-looking trophies. Tomorrow afternoon from inside of Rev Rates VIP Entertainment. All right, player movement, game 3 underway here. And we're going to start off on 17 through 20. So, if my math is correct, we have Ryan Haverkern, your bowler A, CJ Kumbergi, your bowler B, Mason Dumas, your bowler C, and Jack Cabral, your bowler D on 17-18. On 19 and 20, got Madison Lewis, your bowler A, Caitlin Zenz, your bowler B, Jolie Penny, your bowler C, and Ava Mazzella, your bowler D. On that pairing. We'll give you some 2-game score updates as those scores get entered. Once again, follow all the results of this weekend at pb3.com. That's actually parkerbone3.com. I can't shorten that up too much. Yeah, don't go to pb3.com because then you're just going to end up buying stone tile at pb3.com. So Parker Bohn and then the number 3.com. Get you where you need to go. One more squad of qualifying remaining, 4 p.m. Eastern time today. Unofficially, the U12 mixed 4 will make it. Could still be a possibility depending if somebody no-shows. It might drop down to just our top 2 bowling a championship match tomorrow inside of Rev Rates. But hopefully we keep all the entries in and take 4, give those young players a little head-to-head match play experience. Every bit of experience you can get in a match play format is going to make you a better bowler overall. Yes, there's still 10 pins. Yes, there's still 60 feet from the foul line to the head pin. Yes, it'll be the same tournament pattern as the bowlers bowled on today for the oil pattern. But it's just a different mentality going into match play. Sure, you can say all you want. I'm just bowling the pins. I'm just bowling my game. Guarantee you, everybody cheats up once in a while, looks at that score sheet, knows if they need 1 or 2 in the 10th. And it's how you respond to that pressure that matters. You know, we appreciate all of our supporters and sponsors here at the PB3 event. I mean, if you look at all the masking units, you know, let's go over to 9 through 12 for a second. There you see rev rates. One of my favorites. Rita's Italian ice and custard. Oh, got me a Rita's right now. Got me a, looks like a cherry ice with some whipped topping on top. So good. Buddy's Pro Shop, Bohn's Elite Training. Of course, Howell Lane's our host. Brunswick, Bowl for Life, Manchester Accounting. I Am Bowling. Storm Youth Championships, Craig's Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, and the Kegel Training Center, the big sponsors on the masking units. Thanks once again, and especially big thanks to Rita's Italian Ice. Gonna warn you, everybody, there's gonna be about 5 minutes of silence here as I'm digging in. It's Russo raffle time. Russo raffle. Get them 50-50 tickets, everybody. That's right, parents. Get them while it's out. Time to boost that prize fund. Hey, you never know. You might get the lucky ticket. You might get that half of the raffle money back. See, I was always a fan. Used to run some youth events back in Wisconsin for quite a few years. For those of you that may remember, I used to do television shows in Wisconsin. And about half our shows per year, we did 26 shows a year. They ran for 2-week periods on Spectrum Sports, Time Warner Cable Sports, whatever the entity was at the time. But half our shows every year were youth shows. And what we used to do, scholarship money is nice. Don't get me wrong. When somebody's walking out here tomorrow with a $2,000, $3,000 scholarship award, beautiful. But there's always things that bowlers can use that are tangible, in need right away. I mean, bowling balls aren't cheap. Bowling jerseys aren't cheap. Tanks of gas for mom and dad aren't cheap. And what I did for the last bunch of years we did the TV shows was there was no scholarship awards. There's enough tournaments these youth players could bowl and get scholarship money. I didn't feel one bit guilty about that. But what we did then is with USBC, with Rule 400, we were able to award up to $500 in an event in merchandise awards, whether it was Visa gift cards, gas station gift cards, bowling balls, bowling jerseys, that type of thing. Where these young players could win that much in an event and still keep their youth eligibility. That rule's still in effect to this day. And so that's what we did. You know, a lot of times somebody won a $50 Quick Trip, which is a convenience store chain, similar to Wawa or Quick Check out here on the Eastern Seaboard. We'd give the youth players gift cards. And whenever they got the gas station gift card, it's always like, hey, you're buying mom and dad a tank of gas with that, right? Since they've hauled you all over for decades for tournament bowling. So I've always been a fan of that. And 50-50 raffle, hey, mom and dad get a little cash back. I'll put a little money back in the gas tank if they win. One thing that's really neat here too with Rev Rates next door is they can do some special events in Rev Rates while the tournament's going on here in the main bay of Howell Lanes. And this afternoon, I believe they just started, or they will be starting shortly. Bowlers are going to have the ability to take action photos and have it matted and framed. It looks really sharp. I see one on the concourse with Brandon Bohn that they did earlier. The nice black backdrop, the nice shadow on there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm sure there's going to be quite a few bowlers and their parents taking advantage of that. That's going to look nice hanging on a wall in the family home. So just so many extra things available at this PB3 event. It's not just show up, bowl, and hopefully get a scholarship check. There's a lot of other activities out here for the players to take part in. Take a peek down at some of our U18 and especially U15 boys down on 9 through 12. As they're wrapping up their third game of qualifying. We're 3/5 of the way through. Qualifying squad 4. One more squad remaining. 4 p.m. Eastern time. That waiting list is really getting out there. So we'll have to see if some of these players, if they finally post a score they're happy with, if they decide to leave it there, or how many of these players may chase one more time. We'll find out at 4 p.m. for sure. All right, we're underway. Game 4, Squad 4. One qualifying squad remaining. 4 p.m. Eastern Time, your start time for that. Give you a little mix of players here. Get started in game 4. Lanes 21 through 24. So in 21 and 22, you've got Isabella Dixon, your bowler A, Damian Winings, your bowler B, Addison Quattrini, your bowler C, Matthew Winger, your bowler D. Dixon and Quattrani are in your U15 girls. Winings and Weninger, your U15 boys. Your pair next door, all U15 boys. Ryan Haberkern, your A. CJ Kumbergi, your B. Mason Dumas, your C. Jack Cabral, your D. On 23 and 24. Hey, there's a slow roller messenger. Gave him a foul, though. I'm not sure if he was... He may have been over the foul line. Somebody's going to need to look up at the score, but we need to put a stop to that down there, as players just going to keep bowling here. Now they're going to wonder why their pinfall was swept away. Remember, you left the 6-7-10 there, young man. It's going to take them a moment to get that processed out. So while they do that, let's get on to the 9 through 12. On 9 and 10, you have Hohenscheid, your A, Ben Ware, your B, Kremers, your C, Sear, your D. Next door on 11 and 12, you've got Deion Hunter, your A, Nick Trentler, your B, Amber Mason, your C, and Isaac Dumas, your D. With that on 11 and 12. some of the scorers pouring in right now after 3 games. Let's take a look at our young players that are in the U12 mixed division. Ellie Kate Murray, 158, 135, 182. So she's at 475 for her first 3 games. Not too shabby. That should sit well in the U12 mixed division. And she's the only bowler in that division on the squad. Moving to the U15 boys. Ryan Haberkern sitting at 648 for the first 3. Only 2 other players in that division averaging 200 or better for the first 3. Matthew Wenger and Miles Gordon both at 600 even, so a 200 average for both of those players in the U15 boys. U15 girls leading the way is Anna Anthony. Anthony, 216, 183, 158 for 557 total. And if she keeps pacing at that rate, well, she's already the #1 qualifier from a previous. Oh no, that's on this squad. I'm sorry, she is yet to bowl in the event. So if she can keep pacing where she's at, she should find herself in the top 4 in that division. Closest to Anthony on the squad is Addison Quattrini. Quattrini at 201, 177, and 152 for a 530 total. For the U18 girls, Brooke Andreessen, 191, 193, 222 for 606 total. And that's leading the way for the U18 girls on the squad. Next closest at 569, Amber Mason, and then Audrey Harding at 566. Last year's champion, Lena Kratzer, sitting at 562 for the first 3. So with 12 girls going to match play tomorrow, Andreessen's sitting pretty good. And she'll be looking to advance. Abigail Starkey leading the way from her qualifying last squad at 1043 for that total. And we're just waiting on a score or 2 from the U18 boys to come in. And we've got a couple, 1, 2, 3 players at 700 or better for the first 3. Cephas Beatty, the third, author of a 300 game in round 3 at 739. Gavin Murray, 714. And Raymond Sears, 726, the players in the U18 division at 700 and over. Actually making a 4th player, Nick Trentler. As Trentler at 705 as well. So that boys cut, boy, took a wrong turn at Albuquerque on that one. As I thought it was going to be plus 40, and it's looking like plus 80. Thanks again for the Ritas. As it's some good stuff from Rita's Italian Ice. Yeah, once again, scoring pace seems to peak out in game 2. Had several players make big runs early in game 2. Maxwell Benware, the front 8 once again. Third time this weekend he's had at least the front 7. Benware currently sitting at 680 on the squad, but what he posted yesterday was 1173 total. Players like B80 Sear, Gavin Murray, and Nick Trentler all have a lot of work to do to get to that number yet. We'll definitely see Benware tomorrow. So taking a peek at the 4 p.m. squad, we're going to have 4 players that are currently scheduled in the U12 division. So that would take us to 13, so I believe they would still take 4 in that division. In the U15 boys, there's 4 entrants currently there. So it takes us to 25 entrants, so we'd have a 6-player bracket in the U15 boys. So there'd be a couple of buys awarded in that bracket. For the girls, there's 4 U15 girls scheduled. So that would get us to 18 entries, so that'd be a 4-player U15 bracket. That's what we projected. For the U18 girls, there are 10 entries on the 4 p.m. squad. So that would get us to 48 entries. So that would be a 12-player bracket in the U18 girls for tomorrow, and then obviously the U18 boys, more than enough entries to go full 16 on their double elimination bracket. Once again, all the double elimination brackets will start tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. 2-game total pin matches. Winners move on. Losers either get sent to the losers bracket. I always love the term contenders bracket. Now you're in the losers bracket. You lost a match. You have a loss on your record. You're in the losers bracket. Deal with it. And then if they lose a second time, they can stay, but they can't bowl here. I'm sure a lot of them will stick around cheering their friends, especially if the friends make it into the championship matches. Once again, all your championship matches be coming to you tomorrow from inside Rev Rates VIP Entertainment. Going to give all these young players a nice TV set feel inside of Rev Rates. And while those championship matches are going on inside of Rev Rates, we'll have all the match play feeds going on out here. You'll be able to watch in the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament YouTube channel with ambient audio. So no Strike Central feed tomorrow, as we'll be busy inside of Rev Rates bringing you championship matches. But you're still going to be able to follow your favorite player match by match, round by round through match play tomorrow on those YouTube feeds. On the Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament YouTube page. And you can get all your updated standings game by game, match by match at parkerbone3.com. That's parkerbone3.com.
Well, Maxwell Ben Ware looking to put up another big game. You have to wonder, though. I mean, he's bowled all four squads at this point. I mean, it's 20 games of bowling in 2 days. He scheduled the bowl on the 4 o'clock squad. Wouldn't you just kind of, you know you're in, wouldn't you just kind of pull the plug and just get some rest? I mean, experience is great, but when you're doing it to the point of, you know, even youthful energy can still go away.
I would think, I don't know, we'll see if Benware takes the refund option for the 4 o'clock squad or if he shoes up one more time. 1 game remaining on this 4th of 5 qualifying squads for the 25th anniversary Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament. $2 Phil Brillo taking you through the weekend. Qualifying's all fun and good, but when you get to head-to-head match play we're going to have tomorrow, it's that's the exciting part of the event, especially once we get to those championship matches. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those the most. Game 5 coming up next. 50-50 time.
7-5-6-6. 7-5-6-6. We have a winner.
Well, we got some young ladies just taking care of business right now. They're already in the 8th frame of this game. They started off on 7-8, ending up on 31-32. Madison Lewis, your bowler A. Caitlin Zenz, your bowler B. Jolie Penny, your bowler C. Ava Mazzella, your bowler D. One of the reasons why they can be bowling a little quicker than anticipated, not having great rounds. I mean, Mazzella's not her. She's averaging 176. Penny averaging 174 for the U18 girls. I mean, they need big games the last game to stay in the top 12, because that's what's going to take to match play tomorrow. I mean, if they get back to plus 60 or so, if they would have had a big game, yeah. Right next door, Haberkern, your A. Quimbergi, your B. Dumas, your C. Cabral, your D. Haberkern, hot hand on that pair as, well, he had a hot hand. Just looked at his game 4 score. It just posted 143. Drops him back to 791 4-game total. So just under a 200 average for Haberkern. But in that U15 boys division, if he can stay at that -9 number using the PBA plus minus system, Haberkern's going to see action tomorrow in the match play bracket.
Please come to the desk. Hold your ticket because we will draw.
Still waiting for some scores in the under 18 boys to come in. As you mentioned, Haberkern having a good day. Clayton Tyndall in the U15 boys as well. He's sitting at -4. Best day, though, going to Miles Gordon. Gordon just shot 257 in game 4 to get himself to an 857 total. In our U12 mixed, Ellie Kate Murray just threw 195 in game 4. She's averaging 167.5. She can throw 167, throw that average or higher the last game. She will definitely be in the match play for mixed tomorrow, barring all 3 of our players in the 4 p.m. squad passing the score that would be set by Murray. In the U15 girls, Anna Anthony having a good day. Anthony at a 788 for the first 3 after a 231 in game 4. Next closest to Anthony right now is Edison Quattrini. Quattrini at 738 for her total. Isabella Dixon at 720. So those 2 players next closest in line in that U15 girls.
Blue ticket 2387.
U18 girls after 4. We've got 1 girl averaging 200 or better. That's Brooke Andreessen. Anderson 208 game 4 leaves her at an 814 total. Not too far behind is Caitlin Zhang at 780. Dakota Collins 773. And Audrey Harding 760. So there's some ladies flirting with that top 12 number for the U18 girls.
Okay, and the second winner for the ball raffle.
And U18 boys.
2177 on the blue ticket.
Ian Hohenscheid at 908. Raymond Sear 931. Nick Trentler 907. Gavin Murray 896. But leading the way right now, Cephas Beatty II at 954.
Thank you so much. One more ball raffle.
So Beatty's going to need a 220 game or better to take over the overall lead in the event. But once again, tomorrow, pinfall doesn't matter from today. You're first or 16th. You're just seeded into the bracket. All depends on who you're going to catch. And as we know always, you get done with the day, you come back a second day for match play. It doesn't matter if you were first or 16th. Everybody's starting at kind of an even number. 0. We're going to take a move down to 17 through 20. On 17-18, there you see Deion Hunter. Hunter at a big minus right now, trying to finish strong. Amber Mason in the under 18 girls at minus 31, so not a bad score there for Mason. She can pop a couple strikes in here. Heck, if she can go off the sheet for 223, that should be a pretty solid number to get her into tomorrow's U18 girls finals. There's the 6 taking the 10. Nick Trentler, he's your bowler B. Trentler well in, having a solid game this game. And Isaac Dumas, well, he's going to have to hopefully be able to re-enter. Yeah, the score he's going to post isn't going to be enough. Over on 19 and 20, Elliot Gordon, Sean McNally, Sebastian Bernier, and Evan Hatzman, all with scores that are not going to make tomorrow. So once again, if they're entered in the 4 o'clock squad, great. If they didn't already get in on that squad, they may have some issues. They may be coming back tomorrow, but just to spectate. Yeah, so by the time this squad finishes, clears out, we're going to have to re-oil. Once again, a fresh application of this 43-foot PB3 tournament pattern will take to the lanes. So scheduled start time 4 p.m. I'm going to guessing we're going to be starting practice closer to 4:30, or pardon me, 4:15. We'll be starting marking for score. Probably closer to 4:30 than 4. But we'll get the feeds going live at 4 o'clock. There might just be a lot of bowlers standing around chatting with each other, but hey, you'll be able to watch that. But you'll also be able to watch all 5 games of that final qualifying round as well as see what players advance to tomorrow's double elimination match play. All right, so we're going to end the audio portion of our programming for this squad at this time. We're going to keep the streams rolling. We'll keep it here on 9 through 12. You're going to be able to enjoy these players finishing out their qualifying squad. One single chance to make match play tomorrow remains. And that begins, as we said, it's scheduled for 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's going to start a little late. But we'll get those feeds rolling by 4 o'clock or shortly thereafter. And you'll be able to come back and watch some great young bowlers try to make their way to match play tomorrow in this 25th anniversary Parker Bohn III Scholarship Tournament. I'm $2 Phil Brilo. Join me again next squad. Join me again all weekend long. And hey, parents, take the kids bowling, because you know they're going to have fun for life. We'll see you back here in a little over an hour.
tally up your sheet. Bring up the total. You can bring your score sheet to me here near the front desk or down in the reverie. And compliments of Rita's Ice. There is 2 different flavors of ice, s'mores and cotton candy. Please feel free to come up here and see Miss Emily, and she will be happy to receive you a cup of your choice.